Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, students. How are you this morning? Oh, great. Me? I'm fine, thank you. Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. Before we start our lesson today, please let's sing basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Who is absent today? Oh, no one is absent. So you are coming today? Okay, Alhamdulillah. Great job, students. Keep it until the end of semester, and you will get the full score of your presence. So before we start our lesson today, Dila, can you mention what should I do if I want to turn this fan on? Oh, you don't know because you don't have a fan in your home? Oh, so sad. I said to her that. How about you, Fadil? Oh, you didn't use fan because you have what? A window? Oh, so you have a window in your room. So you will open your window if you feel a little bit hot or some hot. So it will cool your room. And how about you, Sultani? Are you there? Okay. So what should I do to turn this fan on? Okay, this cable. So I should put this cable into a stop contact. Okay. Then it's still off. What should I do next? Oh, push this button. Which button? Here are the numbers 0, 1, and 2. Which number should I push? Oh, so these numbers indicate the speed of this fan. Okay, I think I will choose number 1. Okay. How if I want to make this fan move like this? Oh, this one? Okay, so I should push it down like this. Oh, good job. Thank you, Sultani. And students, can you guess what we gonna learn today? Dila? Oh, you don't know? How about you, Fadil? Oh, you're right. We're gonna learn about procedural text. Okay, students, let's continue. So, procedure text aims at describing something is done or made through a sequence of action or steps. So what we did before, what has Sultani said to me before, there is an example of a procedure to operate something. Yes, you're right, Sultani. How to operate the fan, how to turn the fan on. And there are a goal in a procedural text. Usually the goal is mentioned in the beginning of the text or in the title. And then in the procedural text there contains a lot of commands such as push up, put off, put into, cut off, and etc. And also a time sequencers like the first, next, then, and finally, and etc. Do you understand, students? Oh, the recipe? Who asked the question? Oh, Sultani, you're right, Sultani. a recipe is one of the example of procedure text. In the recipe, usually there are an ingredients, and then the first one there are a title is a goal, and then before the steps there are an ingredients, and then the steps. Do you get it, Sultani? Okay, alhamdulillah. So here I have an example. So I will read this and you will listen to me when I read it, and you should analyze them. So I have the file in my phone. So this is the examples. How to make chocolate dipped strawberries. To make chocolate dipped strawberries, first prepare all the following ingredients: to chop squares semi-sweet or bittersweet chocolate, a half tablespoon whipping cream, dash almond extract, and 8 strawberries. Second, combine the chocolate and the whipping cream in a glass measuring cup or bowl. Microwave at medium power for 1 minute until the chocolate melts. Stirring after 30 seconds, stir in the almond extract and cool slightly. Finally, dip each strawberry into the melted chocolate, allowing the excess to drift off. Place on wax paper lined baking sheet. Refrigerate or freeze for approximately 15 minutes until the chocolate is set. So students, I will give you 3 minutes to analyze this example. Okay, then I will ask you one by one the components of the components of this structure text. Dila, can you mention the goal of this procedure text? You're right. The goal is how to make chocolate dipped strawberries. Fadil, because this is a recipe, can you mention what are the ingredients?
To chop squares semi-sweet or bittersweet chocolate, half tablespoon whipping cream, dash almond extract, and 8 strawberries.
Okay, thank you, Fadil. And the next, Sultani, please mention the steps how to make the chocolate dipped strawberries.
Second, combine the chocolate and the whipping cream in a glass measuring cup or bowl.
Microwave
at the medium power for 1 minute until the chocolate melts. Again. Finally, dip each strawberry into the melted chocolate, allowing the excess to drip. Now place on a wax paper lined baking sheet. Refrigerate or freeze for approximately 15 minutes until the chocolate is set.
Okay, thank you, Sultani. And can you mention what are the commands in that procedure text, in that recipe? You're right, Dila. There is a combine. Got it? Right, dip. And what time sequencers the text use? Oh, Sultani, good job. Like first, second, and the last one is finally. Great job, students. So you understand about the procedure text. And before we conclude our lesson today, this is a sheet that you should fill in your home. So this is a homework, and you should should make one recipe, whatever you want to make, maybe an ice cream, a pizza, or Indomie telur, or another, whatever you want. So in the first column, you should write the ingredients and then the steps. You can cut off the steps if you just have a less steps than this example. Do you get it? Okay, Alhamdulillah. So let's conclude our lesson today. Start from you, Dila. What do we have learned today? You're right. We learned about procedure tags. And Fadil, can you mention the components of procedure text? Okay, the goal and then the sequence, right? There are a lot of what? So tadi commands and also time sequencers. So you understand what have we learned today, student? Great job. Please give applause to yourself. I think that's all for today. Don't forget to do your homework because we will discuss it in the next meeting. So before we close our lesson today, please let's say Alhamdulillah together. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. And thank you for attention. I'm up.